Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is OmniBadu and I am back with another one. Yay! Keep in mind that these are general collective readings and I don't read for any one specific sign on this channel. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, be honest with yourself. Plug yourself into the reading where you deserve to be. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down, hit the reverse on it. Do whatever you have to do, but don't force it. Only take what resonates with you, your life, your story, and leave the rest behind. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it, and subscribe if you likes my vibe. Welcome, hey, if you're new, and welcome back if you have been here before. Hey, oh my gosh, I know, I missed you too. Touch my hand, touch it. Okay, I know I missed you guys. Okay. So let's get into the reading. Let's see what we have going on today. Oh my goodness. What a start to the year we have had, okay? Jesus. It's like, has it been good, bad, ugly, or just too damn fast, right? I don't know what the hell's going on. My head's still spinning. It's like February already. And this has been happening every year where I'm like, damn, it's June. You know, like, time, I don't know, something about it is moving so weird. Obsession overload. Somebody's thinking about y'all like crazy. I feel like it's somebody that maybe they were overstepping their bounds. Like, I don't know. We got to get some more information out here. But with the mistake being the way that it is, it's miss, right? MISS. So there's a missed opportunity. Like, this person made a mistake. They did something you didn't like, or vice versa. You know, you could have did something they didn't like, but we read for our energy on this channel. So if you got to make it fit for somebody else, then make it fit or whatever. But yeah, I'm thinking somebody did something. They did something you didn't like. Maybe they were acting in a way you didn't like. Maybe you didn't really care for their personality. Like, maybe you liked them and you were like, oh, this person's nice, this person's sweet, but they're a little aggressive or they're a little controlling or dominant, something like that, right? Where maybe the sex was busting, you know, like never been nastier, but it was something about this person. I feel like their personality traits or whatever just didn't really mesh with who you are today and where you're going, right? It's like, maybe this would have been someone you attracted in your 20s or when you were younger, maybe in your 30s, if you're like older in your 40s, 50s, 60s or something. I don't know. But yeah, this person, something about their energy was attractive to your energy, right? And it's almost like something about them, but at the same time, and yeah, to me, that's almost how it feels. Like, I know I didn't really say a bunch, but I said a bunch. Like, yeah, I think this was more so somebody that you would have been attracted to, more like a chaotic energy. Like, you know, when you're kind of younger and you're in your 20s and people are playing games with you, or you're playing games with people, or, you know, there's manipulation going on and I'm talking to this person over here, but I'm talking to this person over here. Like, you know, all that types of silly shit, the gameplay and shit, high school shit. You're into that when you're in your 20s. You're just getting out of high school. You're like, oh, you think you're supposed to be running around and running back and forth, and it's okay if he running around and running back and forth. It's kind of different when you're real young. You start getting older. You're like, I don't got time for that shit. It's time consuming. You know, it's a distraction. I don't know what this motherfucker's doing on the weekends. He don't know what I'm doing during the week. You know, like, I don't like that. So you could have grown out of that, you know, phase in your life where you wanted to deal with messy shit and do messy shit. And this person could be on some messy shit. You know, it even says, I would rather be with them. They accept anything. So there could have been an option. This person could have been, they could have met you. They could have been like, oh yes, the most beautiful thing, the sexiest thing, drip, drip, you know, ooh, she juicy, you know, they could have been like, peach, right? But it was something about you that was just a little too grown, right? It was something about you that was a little too composed. And so this person may have gone back to an ex or let an ex in, because it's easier to control that person, right? You have standards, you won't be controlled, you won't be talked at, you won't be talked down to, you know, all that types of stuff. This person may want somebody who they don't have to call them, they don't have to text them, you know, they can just pop up in their life whenever the fuck they feel like, you know, we ain't talked in 3 weeks, it's okay, I'm texting you now, you should be grateful. You know, I'm coming to see you now. It's been a month and a half. Be appreciative, you know. And it's like, no, motherfucker, who the fuck do you think you are? And who the fuck do you think I am? You know, so things could have been inconsistent. And it could have been okay, right? Again, when you grow, when you mature, when you heal and shit, you just see shit for what it is. There's no need to cry. There's no need to get upset. There's no need to be angry. I don't got to call you and cuss you out. I don't need no closure. I see shit very plain and very clear. You like to have a couple bitches on your team. It's cool. No, get the bitches. Go get them. But I'm just going to take my little self and just go over here with somebody else who's doing something else. But you do you. You got that. You have it. I ain't judging, you know, I just don't want to be involved, right? But this person may have kept coming back to you like, you know, whoever is just accepting anything, they're not doing it for this person, right? Like they maybe aren't as beautiful as you, or they're not as freaky in bed as you are, they're not as nasty as you, you know, something like that, where this person may have told you or be telling you every time they come back, like, you know, ain't nobody gobbling that thing how you be gobbling that thing, you know, and they might be telling you like, oh, I miss this. It's because they really did miss it. Because yes, they would rather deal with so-and-so because so-and-so don't have no standards, but so-and-so not cracking their back how they need their back crack. You know, you feel me? You know, so I think it's them who's feeling like they made a mistake, because they missed the opportunity, because you're gone, you know. It's not even like you're not an opportunity, okay? But this card is the missed opportunity card for me, because I made them, right? So, yes, like this person missed out on a chance to have a really beautiful relationship or a really long-lasting relationship, but I feel like they already have this dominant, controlling, you know, demeanor, and it's due to the other energies that are in their life and that have been in their life in the past. They ain't met nobody like you, right? This is empress shit. But this is an emperor who's fucking with pages and knights, right? Dead ass. They come across you and they don't like it, but they like it. They don't love it, but they love it, you know. You just as whatever they are. If they mad, you just as mad. You know, like you can match their energy. And I feel like they're used to women bowing down and acting in a subservient type of like energy and demeanor. And you're just like, no, I will not kiss your ass. You know, like, because that's what it is. They want people to kiss their ass and jump through hoops and conform to their lifestyle in order to be in their life. And I feel like you were like, nah, no thanks. No thank you, bucko. So now this person is obsessing over you. They are. And I think it's just because they didn't want to lose you. They didn't want to let you go. I low-key feel like if y'all did get to a sexual whatever, I feel like this person is thinking like, you know, are you out there giving it up? Is somebody else licking on your booty? You know, they want to know. And it makes them crazy, I feel like, almost to think about you being with somebody else sexually. I don't know if you are or you're not. I don't think you are. Or you could be. You know, they could have been in your rotation. Hello. This is my rotation. You thought it was yours, right? But look, single, ready to mingle, right? We have admiration, love, blessings. Okay, I love it. So you're being admired in general, but definitely from afar. There's lots of love surrounding you, I feel like, or you're exuding a lot of love energy. You may not have a lot of people around you. You may like for it to be like that. personally, I find that when you start getting too many people around you, shit get ugly, it get messy, and it gets weird, and it gets less fun, right? And so you may be exuding an energy of love because you have closed your circle up, you've gotten rid of people who don't belong in your life. You know, you're doing what the fuck you need to do. And so I feel like keeping your vibrations high, keeping yourself in a positive mindset, not giving a fuck, because that's the one thing that you could do to save yourself, is not fucking care, right? You can't care what people think about you. You can't care what people say about you. You just can't care, right? Especially if people are lying and making shit up. That is the silliest thing to get stuck on. Oh, I didn't say that. Well, if you know you didn't say that, then let them go ahead and preach that shit. And whoever believe it wants to believe it. Let them believe it. You ain't gotta clear nothing up for nobody, right? Like, you know who the fuck you are. You don't have to fucking clear anything up for anybody. If a motherfucker don't believe you, or if they're just believing a motherfucking random ass story that's being put in front of them, or somebody else's lies about you, that speaks more to the person who's listening's character than it does about yours. Because the liar is going to do what the liar does. The psycho is going to be a psycho. But if you are listening to and receiving information from a lunatic, a psychopath, a sociopath, a habitual liar, a pathological liar, any of those things, all the motherfucking things in one, okay? If you're receiving that and you're eating it up, and you're like, tea, juice, you're crazy too, right? So you, collective, my friend, you got to understand them types of folks belong with each other. That's why they bouncing stories off each other. That's why they're feeding off of each other's hate and animosity and resentment and bitterness and brokenness and negativity. Low vibrational energy, right? Not happy, aging, looking older than you should, tired all the time, bags, just a crusty creep, right? You got to let those type of people be those type of people. If you get involved, if you start caring, if you're arguing with motherfuckers, if you're defending your name against your family members or your friend group, you just need to cut them off and move on, because that's never going to stop. You're always going to be in this energy of, I didn't say that, I didn't do that, until you realize, fuck them. They think whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a fuck about them anyway. Motherfucking useless ass fucking garbage anyway. Ain't ever brought shit good into my life anyway. You know, that's the kind of shit, that's your lesson. That's where spirit is like, why are you fighting over here to get them to understand some shit? Have they ever did anything for you? Have they ever brought any good into your life? You could probably think back to whoever the fuck this is resonating for in your life. Think back. Have they ever brought any good into your life? Give you a moment of silence so we can think. Your sister, your cousin, that best friend, your brother, that one friend that's supposed to be like your sister or your brother. Think about it. You've known whoever this is for however long, but think about it. They have probably always been a problem. Always talking about you. Always lying on you. Always spreading rumors. Always gossiping. And you could even think to yourself right now in this moment, damn, why have I been talking? Exactly, motherfucker. That's what spirit wants you to know. Why have you been packing this trash bag around all these years? You probably 10 pounds lighter once you drop this person. But I'm telling you, eating habits being off, or weight fluctuating, you too big, you too small, any of that, it can all come from just having the wrong energies around you. I mean, I look 15 years younger, and all I did was remove myself from certain people in my life. And I could care less. And niggas will really, they'll really try to get you to give a fuck. They will try their damnedest. You do care. They even tell you that you care. Because that's how bad they care. And that's how bad they want you to care. Don't let them do it. You're exuding love because you're in a high vibration. You're in a positive mindset, a positive energy. Stay where you are. The devil is always going to be there. Devil energy, right? Devil energy, darkness, distractions, people trying to keep you small, people trying to keep you on their level. All that's going to always come, right? You got to figure out how to defeat that energy. And when you do defeat it, guess what? It's going to come to you in another form. Because you got to always keep on fighting the good fight. You always have to fight to protect yourself, your energy, You always have to keep fighting to move into a positive direction of love and all this other types of shit, right? It could even come in the form of like a lover, right? Someone who is low vibrational, someone who really would have you all fucked up mentally if you had stayed in this situation. Some of y'all are like teetering. Should I get out of it? Yeah, you should get out of it. If you know that they dealing with somebody else, but you're like, oh, it's no big deal, we not exclusive. No, because after a year and a half of, oh, it's no big deal, we not exclusive. Oh, it's no big deal, we not exclusive. Yeah, after a year and a half of that, you start to feel like, well, now wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Because we've been doing this for a year and a half and you've been popping in whenever you want. And then you start bitching. Now you're whining. Now you're trying to figure out why you're not getting consistency. Now you're trying to figure out, okay, we've been doing this for 2 years. What we've been doing it for. But remember them whole 2 years you were saying it's no big deal. You know, we're not in a commitment. But then you start to wake the fuck up. Be like, wait a minute, this person been blowing my back out and digging in my ass for 2 years. For what? You know, you start wondering, like, what are we doing this for? Is this gonna go on like this forever? Are we just gonna fuck forever? And then you start trying to get out of the situation, like, you know what, let's put a pin in this. I'll circle back in 6 months to a year, if at all. But the person don't want to let you go. That's where we get this obsession overload type energy. They don't want to let you go. Right? And so I feel like you got to be careful with those. Oh, it's no big deal, we're not exclusive. It's no big deal, we're not exclusive. That's how you become crazy. That's where this person here, there's a karmic in this mix, right? Someone who needs to learn a lot of lessons, someone who does not love or respect or value themselves. They don't see anything in them worth being, you know, treated well or put on a pedestal or anything like that, right? This person knows that this masculine was with you. They may have known about 1 or 2 or 3 other women that were in the mix before you, with them at the same time as both of y'all. Who knows? But this person knows that this masculine does whatever the fuck they want. And they gonna drag this person through the mud and dog them out while they do it, right? It's the only reason that this karmic is in this masculine's life, because this masculine wants to be able to mistreat somebody and put his foot or her foot on somebody's motherfucking neck and be like, yeah, now do what I said do, bitch, you know, and you're like, you know, you about to lose that motherfucking foot. What are you doing? But this person's like, harder, you know? This person's like, put your foot on my throat on the front side, you know? And so the masculine's like, okay, yeah, this is my type, this is my bitch right here. And I feel like this person had been getting drugged through the mud and clowned by this masculine for years. If this masculine get too busy in their life and they want to drop this person for a couple of weeks or months and not say shit to them, this person gonna be calling, texting, blowing them up. They'll block the bitch. I know a guy who treated a girl like this. I'm not kidding, y'all. I'm not kidding. It was a guy that I was talking to for real, too. And I was disgusted. I was like, why would you want to treat somebody like that? Like, I was like, you're treating her like that because she's letting you, kind of type shit. You know, something kind of like that. I don't know. But this is what this is giving me, right? Where blocking this girl, y'all, it was just so, it was weird. But anyways, this is giving that type of energy where you can block a motherfucker for weeks or months and they will call you every single day knowing they're blocked, because you can tell when you calling a blocked number, and keep calling till it actually go through one day. Bitch, what? You hate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? You're stupid. So this is what it is, right? You was gonna be a missed opportunity. There was no other way that this could have gone down, because if this is how this person wants to treat people, they gonna have to find somebody else to treat that way. And so yeah, y'all were dating, y'all may have been moving towards whatever, commitment. You know, this person might have thought y'all was moving towards commitment, but you might have been moving away the whole time. Like, it's a couple things about you that's saying, you know, that your mind ain't right. There's a couple things about this person that's abusive. You know what I'm saying? You doing somebody like that just to see, are you gonna keep calling me? Are you gonna keep texting me? Let me see how bad I can treat you before you go away. Okay, well, I'm treating you worse and you still ain't went away. Okay, let me take it up a notch. Another one, right? Like DJ Khaled, another one. And this person's still there. So yeah, you were gonna be a missed opportunity because what? Where we doing that at? Not over here. Show the fuck ain't. What? Y'all ain't seen this card in 2 years. I swear to God. I forgot this motherfucking card was in here, and I'm lost. Mama's boy, mother feels threatened by you. Ew. Some of y'all, this person jumps through these hoops and is being mistreated by their mom. They may jump when their mom says jump. They're like, how high, mama, how high, you know. She's like, touch the sky, bitch, you know, and they like, okay, I'm trying. And they jumping as hard as they can. And then you come in. I feel like new energy, cutesy little energy. This person is just all up your ass. Even if it's another female in the mix, another woman, another karmic, another whatever you want to call her in the mix. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I just kind of do get a sense that this person really liked you and they really liked spoiling you and stuff. But I feel like it was you who was something off about this person, whether it was the shit going on with their mom and them always putting their mom first. You may have felt like you were on the back burner to their mother, which is like, are y'all fucking? Because if y'all not fucking, I don't understand why I feel like I gotta take a back seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it could be that type of energy with their mom. Ugh. I hate that type of shit though, where it's like, you know, the mom is feeling threatened. Like, bitch, are you on drugs? Why are you acting like you fucking your son? You know, some shit like that. Weird shit. The mom may talk to you crazy or try to, you know, get this person to choose them over you. Like maybe start up arguments or disagreements to get this, so this person to be like, okay, Angela, you know, you need to go right now because my mom is feeling a little overwhelmed. You know, shit like that, to where the mom is like smirking in the corner like, yeah, Angela, get the fuck up out of here. You know, and you like, God damn, like every time your mama's stressed, I gotta go. What about my stresses, right? Something like that. And it's like, you know, somebody's mom is way too attached. Somebody's mom is way up in their ass. And depends, I feel like, too much on this person. They may even be financially depending on this person. And maybe this person is doing more for you, giving more to you, buying more shit for you. They could even be paying some of your bills, but voluntarily on some cool shit. Like this person may really enjoy spoiling you and spending money on you. It can make them feel good or like a boss or masculine or whatever, right? Like I did that, you know, you're like, yep, you did, thanks. But they used to do that for their mom. Like, I'm taking care of my mom financially. I'm paying all her bills. They might have thought that shit was cute. Then you came in the mix. They like, okay, I don't have money to pay everybody's bills, mine, hers, and hers. Mama gotta go. Because mama ain't giving no cookies up. Your mom, right? Mama got to go. You old as you are, you ain't figured out how to pay a bill yet? You ain't got no savings, bitch, at 60? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, mama, get on back to Walmart or wherever you was working at, because I'm in the scene now. I'm here, and I'm not that type of girl. Oh, yeah, take care of your mama. No, fuck her. Take care of me. So, yeah, this person's mom definitely may be feeling threatened because they may have a fucking reason. Because, I mean, I'm going to just be honest with y'all. I am not her. I don't want to buddy, cozy up to your mother. I just don't. I don't mind if we do get cool, but if we don't, I don't mind that either, because I'm not fucking or dating your mom. I'm fucking and dating you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to be, it don't got to be that kind of party. Okay? Release fear. I feel like some of y'all may need to release some fear. Some of y'all have a mama's boy that y'all are dealing with, and spirit is wanting you to kind of, if y'all are dealing with a mama's boy and this person is always putting their mother first, and you're always coming after the mom and you're on the back burner, and it's, you know how I feel about my mom, and don't you say nothing about my mama, you better watch your motherfucker. Get the fuck rid of him. He's useless fucking trash. He always gonna have his head up that woman's snatch. Okay, go ahead and get him the fuck up out of there. Release the fear of, I can't get better. You can't get better than a mama's boy. Yes, you can. Stop it. You know you can. That's spirit. That's the negative spirits and the dark forces that are leading you to believe that you can't do better than this mama's boy, right? Like it is. So some of y'all do. Spirit is like, release that fear. Stop mind fucking yourself. Stop leading yourself to believe that you're not all that you are and that you can't do better, because you can. And I feel like spirit is like putting it on my heart right now that maybe some of y'all have a kid with this person, and this person is still like a mama's boy. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even pour into their child the way that they should, because they still trying to make sure they get coddlings and, you know, snookies from their mama. You know what I'm saying? So they're not even the parent that you expected or wanted them to be for this child. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So if you're like, oh, it's just going to be me and my kid, hold my hand. It's just you and your kid now, okay? Hold my hand while I say this. It's just you and your baby at this point right now. It is. This person's still in a relationship as a child with their mother. They not mature enough or grown enough to be a parent to you guys' kid at this point right now. So if you got a kid with a mama's boy and this person is still all mamaed out and you trying to figure out what the fuck you supposed to do, I even feel that some of y'all are living with these people. You could be living with this person's mama with your baby. This person's mom could be a motherfucking problem. You know, they could always be trying to come at you sideways and come at you and come at you and come at you. This person never ever has your back, or you know, if they do, no, let me rephrase that. They don't ever have your back. But they could try to usher you out of the house or out of the room or whatever, and they could act as if they're doing it for you. But really they're doing it for their fucking mom. You know, they could be like, you know, come on, Jessica. Just get out of here. Just go for a ride. You know, or I thought the baby had a doctor's appointment. I'm going to stay here with my mom and just make sure everything's all right. And you just go ahead and take little Junior to his appointment. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no, get the fuck up out of there. Okay, you could do better. If your mom is like, come on over here with the baby, get on over there with the baby and leave this man over here with his woman. Because you don't belong. You don't fit in. Where else? Others of you, I kind of feel like this person who's obsessing over you guys, they may be feeling nervous, or there could be a little bit of fear about reaching out to you, especially if you were like, look, goddammit, no, you know, don't call me anymore, stop it, you know, like if this person kept coming back, and I miss you, and you know, nobody's fucking how you fuck it, or ain't nobody sucking how you suck it, whatever, you could have been like, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you don't get benefits, you don't get access to the goods after I send you on about your business. I said, get out of here, you know what I'm saying? So you could be there where it's just like, you could be like breathing this sigh of relief. He ain't called me, and you know, because maybe this person will give it max 3 weeks. You know, so you like on the edge of your seat week 3 after this last time you was like, God damn it, I said stop calling me. So, you know, it could be week 4 and you like, ooh, he didn't call. It's nice, you know? So you could be releasing fear that this person's going to keep coming back, but you're releasing it prematurely because they're releasing the fear of getting cussed the fuck out, and they're getting ready to spin the block and come back around because the obsession with you is real, okay? It is. The obsession is real. The admiration is also real. It's not just the sex. It's not just the the obsessive thoughts or the obsessive energy just surrounding this person. They could be obsessive. They may not get like an obsession for everybody, but they could. Or they could get an obsession for people who are like, ooh, you know, like whatever it is that they like, right? This person might like sucking toes. And maybe most girls is like, get the fuck away from my feet. But every blue moon, they find somebody who's like, yeah, you can suck my toes. And they're like, for real, you know, because they just really love gobbling up tinkies. it could be something like that. That's just an example. I hate feet, but still, right? And then as soon as I say that, pretty smile, pretty teeth, pretty feet. So the obsession is real. They're coming in, okay? They're overcoming their fear of you telling them like it is, sending them on their way or whatever. It's also like, because they don't want something about you being single, ready to mingle, and it's like front and center, boom, right in the middle. That's like strongest energy is happiness, right? Because when you're ready to mingle, you're happy to be single, right? You're not going to be single and ready to mingle if you're depressed and moping around and laying on the couch and your hair is standing up on your head and it's mustard on your shirt, and it's fucking drool running down your chin. That's not the energy. That's not somebody who's ready to mingle. Okay, that's somebody who's coping, right? Somebody who's still computing, calculating, and trying to figure it out. But then you get through that. You get past that. When you're in it, it feels like, oh, I'm never going to get out of this. Oh, I'm never going to grow. Oh, I'm never going to stop. But then you do, right? And I feel like maybe you did that a long time ago, years ago, right? Who knows? Who even cares? But as of now, the energy you're in or that you're moving towards and moving into is being ready to get out there, put yourself out there, meet new energies. And again, it's not to say you're out looking for love or looking for a man or looking for a woman or anything like that. I think you snooze, you lose, okay? Yeah, I think you're just whole and healed and happy. And I think you're going about your day in your life like regular, but you're open, right? And that's kind of what it feels like for me. Now, some of y'all are about to go out on the scene and go maybe try to do some partying and things like that. But yeah, the rest of y'all, you're just living your life and you're just content in your skin. And you're happy with where you are. You're like, yeah, I'm single, but it's no big deal. Like, I meet somebody if and when it's time for me to meet somebody. But, you could be focused on something else. Like, you could really be like, I'm really trying to put my all into my kid or my kids or whatever right now. So, I'm not looking for anything long-term or anything that's going to last forever, which could also be why it was so easy for you to be like, okay, man, like, this is too much, so go ahead and go about your business. Or hang on to your ex, or go back to your ex, or I know your ex been sniffing around, so go ahead and let the bitch in because I'm out of here anyway. Something like that. And yeah. You snooze, you lose. Past define. This has been at the bottom of the deck the entire time, and I've been ignoring it because I'm like, no. But past headed your way. Divine. I think this is energetically, and I think that's why it's kind of keeps sitting at the bottom of the deck. I don't think there's a physical person that you used to deal with that was a divine masculine, or you probably would still be with them. But there could be someone from your past who has grown and matured, and they're now sitting in the divine energy, and they're moving towards you because of the frequency you guys are both exuding. It matches. Or somebody from a past life type energy. This person may feel extremely familiar when you meet them, or it could feel like you've known them before, something like that. Yeah. Okay. And we have guilty too. So whoever this is, if it is somebody that is sitting in a divine energy that you've known from your past, they do feel guilty for the way that they've treated you in the past. But I'm just going to be honest. I don't think you care. I don't think you give two fucks. This person's going to maybe this was a deadbeat parent and your kids are adults or very close to being adults, and this person is trying to come back and apologize because they left you with all of this burden and all these things on you. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Oh my my goodness, I'm so thirsty. I needed that. Sorry, I know I was some loud gulps. I was all in that milk. Okay, so. I know I was in the middle of saying something, but I got so damn thirsty. So yeah, it could be somebody's coming back. They feel guilty. I don't know if you're going to be receptive to that and be honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All right. Let's put some tarot on it. Let's put some tarot on the situation. I'm still not sure what's going on over here. I don't believe that this past divine energy is this same person with this obsession for you guys. I do think the person with the obsession, like I was saying, y'all like, ooh, you know, ooh, we made it past his normal hump. He's still coming back. It might be that normally he come back in a few weeks. Now this time he gonna give it a couple months. You know, he gonna give it 3 months, 6 months to let you get over it or whatever, right? Whoever this is, they trying to be slick. The Two of Cups. Yep, Knight of Cups. Well, I tell you, he's coming. So the Two of Cups is, you know, soulmate energy, but it's also equal give and take when it comes to matters of the heart. You're pouring into my cup, I'm pouring into yours. You're fulfilling me, I'm fulfilling you. With the Knight of Cups, this is someone coming in. Knights are flighty. You know, this knight does have this cup. It is sitting up in his hand. He is coming in with a love offer. He's coming in because you guys have a really, really strong soul tie. Okay. I think for the majority of you guys, you may have two people that are looking at you, but only one of them is going to actually come in towards you. And I feel like the one that's going to come in towards you is going to be the one that you have the stronger soul tie with. Even if it was this obsessive person and this was the shorter connection, that doesn't mean that you didn't have a stronger bond or connection with this person than you did maybe with someone from your past. Because I feel like somebody from your past is coming in riddled with guilt for something that they did a long time ago. And I actually think you've already forgiven them for whatever they did a long time ago. But they still feel guilty. You may have forgiven them on your own. This could have been a situation where you didn't get any closure, you didn't get any conversation, it ended really, really bad. And then that's just what it was. You guys went your separate ways and that's just what it was, or whatever, right? And I think you had to heal from a lot of the things that were said and done to you by this past masculine. They've healed, they've matured, they've grown, right? So they're coming towards you in a divine energy. But I don't think you're going to accept it, and I don't think you're going to trust it. I don't think you want it. Not to say you hate this person's gut or you wish any type of like harm over this person, because I don't think you do. It's just like I know who you are. I know what you're about. Please, you know, keep your distance. Don't come over here. You know what I'm saying? We've already done. I know what's up. Have they grown? Have they healed? Have they changed? Yes. Are you going to give them an opportunity? No. With the Five of Pentacles, right? Even if it's this person with this obsession who's coming towards you, but you know that they already have someone else, you know, in the background, or that they're dragging through the mud, or they're even fucking married, or living in the house with somebody else, or whatever it is. It's like we had our fun, we spent our time together, but now you're back with your ex, or now you're living in the house with your wife, or now you're, right? And it's like, even if they don't love that person, if they don't want that person, if they don't like that person, they're not going to let that go. It's a codependency, right? It's I can treat you like this, I can talk to you like this, I can do this, and you're not going to go nowhere, so I'm content because I'm always going to have you. Whether I like you, I love you or not, I'll never be alone. And so even still, it's like, you love me, I love you, you have feelings for me, I have feelings for you. We could get to a place where we love each other, but we never will. Five of Pentacles, no, because I know you got something else going on. Like, I know it. I ain't gotta see it. I ain't gotta touch it. I just know. Yeah, because you don't want to go back into that situation with the past person, right? Whether it was somebody you were with, whether it's your ex-husband, your baby dad, somebody else's man, whoever it is, I don't think you want that shit. With the Chariot, you're moving forward. You're sitting in an Emperor energy. You're sitting in a masculine energy of taking charge of your life, moving your life in the direction that you want to move it in, hustling and doing the shit you need to do to get you to that goal, get you to that place, right? You're sitting in a masculine energy. You are. It doesn't mean you're manly. It doesn't mean you're ugly. It doesn't mean you're feasting, okay? It just means that you are not in a lovey-dovey, overly emotional, oh, my feelings are hurt, my feelings, why'd you say that about me, my feelings, why'd you, I don't give a fuck, right? That's where you're sitting, in the Chariot. You don't give a fuck what nobody said. You don't give a fuck what nobody is doing. You don't give a fuck who's focused on you. Don't focus over here, right? Nobody should be focused over where you are on what you're doing, but I do think you have a lot of people, but you don't give a fuck. With the Chariot, you're like, I'm moving my life where the fuck I want my life to move to. And shit is going to go how I want shit to go. Shit is going to flow how I want shit to flow, right? And, yeah, because you're sitting in this energy of trying to direct your life where you want it to be, trying to get the type of bag that you want to have, live in the type of house you want, whatever it is, right? You have goals, you have shit you're doing, accomplishing, achieving. If you want to get into real estate, you're about to be the motherfucking real estate agent, right? Like, you're not just going to be an agent. You're finna be the motherfucking agent. You know, by the end of 2026, you're going to be winning awards and everybody in the fucking real estate world is going to know your fucking name. Why? Because you're sitting in that masculine Chariot energy, Emperor energy, that take charge, move shit forward ass energy. I'm sick of fucking sitting here. I'm sick of the stagnant energy. I'm sick of feeling stuck, right? Or whatever. So it's like, so let me move some shit, because shit ain't gonna move till I hop in this Chariot and move it, right? So, because you can't trust these masculine energies. You may have already come to the terms with that. Like, I can't trust these masculine energies. They not for me. They ain't not shit. You know, they not hustling. They not doing what they supposed to be doing or whatever, right? So, yeah. You do it. You hustling, and you doing what you need to do to get to where you need to be. Sorry, I hear something in here. This house is haunted. I'm not kidding either. This isn't my house though, but yeah, haunted than a motherfucker. My kids even be like, did you hear that door open and close? I'll be like, yeah, but the door didn't actually open and close. It's weird. You can hear the shit going on, but you can't. Anyway, don't get me started. So, and my kids are built different, so none of that type of shit scares them because I'm their mama, you know? So, yeah, we not scared of nothing crazy that could be up in here, but it's definitely something in this house, okay? But all the negativity and the dark energies and the liars and all the horrible people that lived in here for years on end, festering and hating each other and spewing negativity and lying and of course, this motherfucker is infested. It's fucking riddled with negativity and dark spirits in this motherfucker. So, anyway, so if y'all hear creaking or any thumping, bumping, slamming, that is not me, and nobody is in this house with me. It's just this house. Okay, so the sun, the star, these are all majors, right? The Chariot, the sun, the star. What did I say? I just said whatever you're finna do, you're finna be the bee's knees, okay? The star. I do think there is a masculine who has you on a pedestal. The masculine the one who's coming towards you, feeling guilty. They may be sitting in a emperor type of energy. They could be trying to move shit forward. The Chariot and all these things could be out here for them. You're their happiness, or they want to make you happy, or, you know, you remind them of their happiest days when they were younger, or they want to feel like a kid again and really, you know, sit back into like a childlike energy or some shit like that. Right? And so they have you on a pedestal. You're the apple of their eye. They want to come in and you know, shower you with love, attention, gifts. We have Cancer, Leo, and Aquarius energy out here. I'm not something, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, there is a masculine with a lot of feelings. A lot of feelings, a lot of wants. You know, they want to come in and bring you this cup because they're feeling Five of Pentacles, right? They feeling left out in the cold. You don't call them. You ain't texting them. If you used to call and text this person, you're not calling and texting them anymore. If you never called and texted them, but you responded to them, you know, very swiftly, maybe they texted you every morning, you didn't have to text them. You get a good morning text every morning. You don't have to text a motherfucker every morning. You just have to respond, right? So maybe you always responded to this, whatever, right? You're not doing it anymore. You're not calling, you're not texting, you're not responding, or whatever it is, right? Even if this is a long time ago ex and this person has been causing you problems and starting arguments and starting fights and keeping negativity, something is about to change really big in y'all lives to where this person is going to be left out in the cold. Yes, you used to be able to talk shit. Yes, you used to be able to fight with me. Yes, you used to be able to start problems or be a problem, but you can't anymore because I don't need you and I don't want you in my life anymore, right? Something like that. So it's like you left them out in the cold, got to hustling and grinding, moved your shit forward, and now this person's trying to come back with some I'm sorry's. Knight of Cups, I'm sorry. Let me offer you a cup. I'm sorry. Because you did once, it was equal. You were pouring into them just as much as they were pouring into you. And maybe they have not found that since you. They didn't appreciate it when they had it. They may have even tried to hurt you or torment you because you didn't, you removed yourself from the situation. And I do feel like they tried to go out and find that energy elsewhere. We especially with the Five of Wands, with the competition and whatever, could have caused a lot of fights and arguments with you because they were trying to, you know, chase down other people. And so they felt like they could disrespect you because they had an option or two. It just maybe got really ignorant, really dumb, really immature, really childish. But shit is about to change, or shit has already changed. And now this person wants it to kind of go back to how it was. Are they going to treat you good? I don't know. You know, I don't know. But they definitely want to make you happy. They definitely, you know, have you on a pedestal in their mind and shit. But you also have to think people do that when they lose shit. All of a sudden, it was the best thing they ever had, especially narcissists. They love to romanticize, okay? Love it. You were the best bitch they ever had. They can't believe it. Y'all broke up. Y'all went, y'all, oh my God, I can't believe the fuck. Oh, I can't move on. I love her. I love her. They got a whole nother bitch in their bed and giving them head, okay? But they love you. They can't believe they let you go. They got to go back and get you. What if you doing all the things you did for them for somebody else? What if you? So they come back after they done romanticized about you being, and then they get there and you are who you always were, and they low-key hated you the first time around because of whatever the fuck. So they get there and they're like, oh, I still hate this bitch. Now they treating you bad again. But they done rushed in with the I'm sorry's and the gifts and the presents and the cups and the love and the here, I'm gonna fill your cup, I'm gonna fill your cup, you know, and then you like, fine, let's see. And they like, oh man, that's all I had to do to get back in her good graces? Okay, cool, let me bounce again. Let me start mistreating her again or whatever. So just be smart, be cautious, right? Be smart and be cautious. Yeah, because this, yeah, somebody is. They coming in. They coming in to treat you good. But if it's somebody who treated you really, 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 really nasty in the past, I'm telling you, friend, don't trust it. It's a trick. It's a trap. They're trying to get you back. And I believe they're going to start eventually treating you how they treated you in the freaking past. But anyway, fuck that. Because this is also your energy and about you, right? And so you are sitting in this energy. You are moving your life forward. You are happy. Your childhood wounds are healed. You know, your inner child is happy, thriving, laughing, smiling, right? Which is how you're able to sit in this Emperor energy. It's how you're able to move your life forward. It's how you're able to hustle, grind, and get to where you're about to go. There is competition. Somebody is trying to compete with you. This is some dumb asshole in the background. This could be some crazy bitch that, you know, just cannot get off your tip, you know, or something like that. Somebody that I don't think you're thinking about or give a fuck about, but there is somebody who's trying to compete with you guys. It could be this karmic, this other love interest. They may have known of you or heard of you, seen a picture of you, seen you with this masculine or something, and they could be just working triple time and really trying to jump through hoops to appease this masculine to keep you out of the scene. Because remember, this masculine treats them like shit, is dogging them out and dragging them through the mud, but they love it because they're getting some attention, you know, or this person give them a couple of dollars here or there, and they're like, you know, oh, you know, he gave me $100. Like, girl, he gave you $100 this year? Because he gave me $6,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, but y'all got it. You cool. You know, I'm out the way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like, you got it, you know. But yes, there could be competition, kind of, because this person is chasing you down like they've been doing. They finna come back and chase you down some more, but it's somebody in the background chasing them down just as hard, if not harder, than they're chasing you down. And so there's a tug of war, there's a battle, there's a fight, there's sticks everywhere. It's probably all kind of coochies in a pot. You know what I'm saying? But yours ain't it. Okay? So, look under the 5 of Wands, the options. Okay? The 7 of Cups. All right? But, you know, Spirit is saying for some of y'all, these your options. Okay? And you're about to have 2 people fighting for your love or your attention. Or, you know, you're about to have a couple of different, it could be upwards of 3-4 different guys who are trying to throw their hat in the ring. Some of them might be making comebacks and reappearances, reemergings, you know, things like that. But yeah, so you could have some options, and you could have some people that are fighting for you. And I think one of your options has somebody who's in the background really, really fighting for them. And I think this masculine wants to choose and be with, and I would rather be with them. They accept anything. Like, they really are trying to mind fuck themselves, but it's something about you that this other person isn't, you know what I'm saying, doing. Or again, it could just be like this person's weak pushover type of personality. This masculine, again, may have really been fucking with that until they met you, you know. And now this person could be kind of annoying, or could seem very immature and childish to this masculine, or something like that. And they just want you and a taste of your energy and the way you do things. I feel, though, I really do feel like there's something like this masculine can play in this other feminist face. So they may be able to say stuff like, oh, I did this with the collective, or the collective can do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this other person, it could be something that, if they do it for this masculine, if they could, because they have no fucking self-respect. They have crawled through, you know, a desert on their knees in the sand naked for this person, if it'll get them, you know, a phone call back, you know what I'm saying? And you're just the complete opposite. In fact, you're like, you get down in the sand and crawl your naked ass over here, you know what I'm saying? So, and they're like, the masculine, I feel like, is like, who the fuck do you think you are? But at the same time, they do that shit because they're just not used to it, you know? They're used to running shit. But it's like, and you probably would have let them run shit if they was a little bit of a different person, right? But it's something about them that's karmic. So it's like, I'm going to treat you as a karmic, and you treat that other karmic as a karmic. Y'all do karmic things, but I'm going to treat you like you don't belong over here because you don't, you know? So, yeah, I feel like this other person is really, really, really trying to, like, be you for this masculine. They're like, she does this, and they're like, tell me how she do it, daddy, you know? And he's like, you just ain't doing it right, you know? It's something like that, you know what I'm saying? And so that's also what's keeping this person coming back to you, but it's also keeping this competition in the air. Yeah. And then again, I feel like you have your own options. You have your own people competing for you, which is why you're like, now, why the fuck would I get on your team when I got a team? What the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing? You know, so... yeah, 9 of Pentacles, you are the Empress, which we already discussed in the beginning of the reading, but I do feel like you know you're an Empress. Like, you know there is no confusion. You know where you stand in this world. You know what you deserve. You know how you should be talked to, how you should be handled, and how you should be treated. And you're not about to go for anything else, because anything else is going to keep you from being able to jump in this chariot and move towards the sun. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Whew. The lovers. Yeah, be careful, friends. We finna go. The lovers with the Two of Swords, you see? Y'all are about to have, just be careful. I feel like y'all are coming into a really, really fun time in your life. You know, the single ready to mingle, pretty smile, pretty teeth energy and stuff. It's just you snooze, you lose. You're like, yeah, anybody who slept on me, you know, made a horrible mistake, but it was your mistake, not mine. I'm me. I get to be with me. I get to put myself where I want to put myself, right? At the bottom of the oracles, we had high vibe, light beam, honest, and free. You're light energy, you're honest, you're free spirited, you're high vibrational, and we have I love your pure innocent energy, right? So I feel like that's just who you are, how you are, and you because of how you are and who you are, this high vibe and this light and this honesty and this free spirit and this freedom, and there's just something very free flowing about you. When you walk, you just seem like you don't have a fucking care in the world. When you talk, it just seems like you don't give a shit. You're just saying whatever the fuck came to your mind because I can do that. You know, like I think it's just something very light, airy, and refreshing about you. And I do feel like people just love your energy. It seems innocent, you know. It's like you don't do things with malice. You're not lying on people. You know, it's just like I'm just chilling, man. I'm doing me. If you don't like it, watch out. You know, if you don't want to be around me, don't be around me. I don't want nobody who don't want to be around me anyway. That's going to disturb my motherfucking peace, right? It's like, I'm sorry you thought you were important to me, but you're not. My peace is important to me. And anybody that's on rah-rah, anybody that want to be a problem, anybody that want to gossip, anybody that's all about rumors, anybody who don't got a job, anybody who can't focus on themselves, don't got a business, don't got a pot to piss in, a daughter, I can't fuck with you. I can't care, right? You're trying to hold me back, right? So, yeah, I feel like people can feel that when they get around you. People can feel that in your energy, and you could just want to be left alone from anybody who's not where you are and on what you're on, right? It's like you can never make me care. You could never make me think about you. You could never, but you can go away. You can try to change your karma that you're bringing into your life, but people don't do that. That's why motherfuckers' lives be so bad and why it be just tragedy after every turn, right? So, I think shit is going to really swell for you. Everything you want, you could have. Everything you need, you could get, right? And that's just because you deserve it, right? This is where you're going to have a little bit of a hiccup with these lovers, right? And this Two of Swords, ooh, and these Seven of Cups, ooh, and these Five of Wands, right? It's like, ew, it's so many of y'all. Y'all really out here competing for it. Y'all really want to fight for a bit, you know, and it could be like overwhelming because it's like, this is cool and it's nice, but at the same time, I'm not the type of girl. I don't need 14 dudes. I don't need 5 different men telling me, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. No. Don't love me. You know, I'll cut everybody the fuck off and shut every shit down. Shut it all down, you know, and just go in the house and just do me and my son and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it'll be, right? So this is going to be overwhelming, and I don't know how y'all are going to handle it, but you are going to you're going to have to make a decision, or you're going to have to cut everybody off and just send them all on and be like, this is too much. It's feeling like a distraction and I don't want it, right? So, all right, y'all, it's going to be our reading. You know, real quick, I was almost in something similar to this where I just was trying to get rid of these guys recently, you guys, and I kind of did, you know, but they still kind of around, and I'm kind of like, it's upsetting because I hate when I have to block people that it was never that deep, right? Like, if we're just fucking, I shouldn't have to block you. I should say, quit calling me. I don't want to fuck on you no more. And then you stop calling me, and then I stop calling you, and then we just go our fucking separate ways. Like, why the fuck are you still calling me? Why the fuck are you still texting me? And I made myself very goddamn clear to you 2-3 different times, right? So that was what was going on with one guy, to where I'm like, dude, I said I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker just won't go away. And I'm like, damn, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's actually so upsetting and frustrating to me. Like, I said I'm good. You know, I don't understand why I'm having to say anything else. Let's be done here. You know, whatever it is, it's like, it was good. I enjoyed it. Thank you. But it's a couple things about you that I don't care for. So I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Right? And it's like, motherfuckers just be like, no, because the pussy's good to me. Like, well, I'm sorry. I really do hate that for you. But I'm good. You know? And then, or when you just dealing with a guy, the other guy, like, we were really just cool. He was really on some, I just need a friend, a companion type shit. I'm like, perfect. So, you know, hold on. We talk, we text, we do our thing, but it's like, also, I was like, okay, I'm good here too. You know, I just want to start fresh and get a whole new roster going or whatever. And he won't go, and they get all frustrated and they get all sensitive and they start taking shit all personal, and I just don't like it. It's like, why come grown people can't act grown? You feel me? But anyway, that's going to be our reading. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Like it if you like it. Subscribe if you likes my vibe. My name is OmniBadu. I love each and every one of you.